Well, hello again. If you're wondering why I'm wearing the exact same clothes and I have the exact same background as my last video, it's because I shot them literally minutes after each other. So I'd missed a post from last week, so you're getting two today, this Wednesday, as an update. I want to talk about my next sermon series that we're launching into. It's going to be on the kingdom of God, and this is one that I had spelled out, months before. I think a kingdom of God, doing something around Jesus' teaching would be good. But I want to let you know of something that I learned about preparing for a sermon series. When it's not a book, so we just concluded Habakkuk. Hey, those have chapter delineations. You can pretty easily break that down in different weeks. You can pick what portion of text you're going through. That's easy. But when you're going through something like the kingdom of God, where there's not just text by text, I'm going to be selecting which text I actually want to be in there. It takes a little bit of prep. And what I'm learning is it probably needs a little bit more prep before the first sermon. For right now, my goal will be 5 to 10 hours ahead of that first week for whenever that first sermon's due. For this kingdom of God, I read a few books, I watched a few videos, tried to wrap my mind around, well, what is the kingdom of God? Obviously a huge concept, and it became very relevant early on that there's just so much to read. I'm not going to be able to get my mind around everything I'd want to learn. I read through like a short book and part of another book, and I could keep reading, and there'd be a ton of stuff. It'd be fun to learn. But what I need to do is really get to the point where I'm selecting these passages. So I want to discipline myself before doing kind of these big series. Have it mapped out where you want to go, like what teachings are you going to do about the kingdom of God, or what parables. That way I'll be more equipped for that week one, and it'll be a little bit more of a rhythm week to week. I still feel like I'm preaching and preparing week to week. I'd like to get out, a few weeks ahead of time. And I think letting myself get 5 to 10 hours into a series will help me do that for these sermon series, and then maybe alternating whether we're going through just text, kind of more expositional preaching or expository preaching, and then mix that in with more topical preaching or even concepts from the Bible like the kingdom of God. That's what I'm learning. Just want to throw that out there. If you've got tips on how you prepare for a sermon series and you're a pastor who somehow watches it, feel free to drop it in the comments. Let's all grow from what you know. All right, take care, guys. See ya.